Hello, I'm Danny Boom and welcome to Recipe Rehab, sponsored by Everyday Health.
On this week's episode, Betty Ford and her two girls are addicted to their mac and cheese.
Who wants to make macaroni and cheese, girl?
I do.
Now, this has been in my family for years.
Our favorite dish, macaroni and cheese, is not healthy because it has 4 cheeses, lots of calories.
All of it.
Okay.
The more, the better.
With more than 850 calories, it's time for an intervention.
My mom and sister want to be good role models for me. They've already lost 15 pounds. With diabetes and high blood pressure running in our family, the next step is eating healthier.
The food has to change for you to be able to maintain a good, healthy lifestyle.
Please help us rehab our mac and cheese.
Our two chefs will battle it out to see who can rehab the Ford's recipe and make it more nutritious.
I love using butternut squash.
I'm gonna add a little bit of yogurt.
Without sacrificing any of the flavor.
How's anything that's 356 calories gonna taste good?
The Fords will cook the rehab recipes in their own kitchen.
We got our recipe rehab box.
Really? Okay.
They'll judge them on taste, health, and ease.
We've been putting in really different stuff that we've never really used before.
Which recipe will fall flat?
Butternut squash. For macaroni and cheese, really?
Which will score big?
This is really good.
And who will win the title of Recipe Rehab Champion?
I don't know. We have to eat some more.
Now let's meet today's mighty food fighters. At the green station, Chef Candice Kumai. And at the yellow station, Chef Govind Armstrong. Are we ready to rumble, kids?
Ready?
All right, now let's look at the dish. So here we go. Ooh, mac and cheese. This meal is high in calories, 865. Why don't you have a taste? Tell me what you think. Anything jump out immediately?
There's so much cheese in there.
A lot of cheese, yeah.
Like
All right.
nothing but cheese in there.
So chefs, the question is, can you rehab this recipe?
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Now let's put 60 minutes on the clock there. Are you ready?
Ready.
Are you set?
Set.
Let's rehab that recipe. Today's competitors will be judged in 3 categories. The Ford family will judge the dishes on taste and ease of preparation. Plus, the Everyday Health nutritionist will give each recipe a score for health. So Chef Candice,
Yes.
what's your plan of attack here?
All right, you ready? I love using butternut squash as like my go-to, which I'm
Sorry,
using.
hang on. We're putting vegetables in mac and
Yes,
cheese.
it's totally secret. You can't tell them it's in there. You just gotta let them
Right.
deal with it on their own. And
What's
cooking this down with chicken stock.
Is that
and
low
almond
sodium
milk.
chicken stock?
It is, because this family has high blood pressure.
Yeah. Cut down the salt,
Right.
lose a little bit of weight, and get healthy.
This is unsweetened almond milk. So you're gonna get a creamy, velvety consistency, and it's low glycemic index, low in calories, low in sugar.
So if I'm
unsweetened.
diabetic, this is a very, very good
Definitely.
choice. Well, this looks rather fancy. And you're adding vegetables to this as well. You're actually
I
putting
am.
cauliflower in.
I am.
And why have you gone for cauliflower? Is there a health benefit to that?
I love cauliflower. I think it's just one of those very much underutilized type vegetables.
So Chef Govind is taking the onions, the garlic, and the cauliflower, all right? Steaming that. Why are we steaming?
Basically, it's the healthier way to do it. You know, we're basically gonna cook that cauliflower till it's really nice and soft.
This is very interesting. Both of you using vegetables. Hang on, we haven't seen this. Lord Candice did. She put a little bit of thyme in there.
I want to introduce these kids to new, cool flavors and make it exciting for them.
How about you, Govind?
We have a butter substitute melting down in the pan, so I'm gonna make somewhat of a traditional roux.
Oh,
with wheat flour instead of regular.
That's interesting. What Chef Govind's doing is actually making a thickener to hold and make a really nice creamy sauce. And then we've also got lots of hints and tips on bettereats.com/recipe rehab, so you can learn how to make a roux on there as well. So Chef Govind is making his puree.
That's
is it
right.
a puree? Is it a sauce? What is it?
It's going to become the sauce. So right now it's just the base. I'm gonna add a little bit of yogurt to the cauliflower, the onion, and the garlic mixture, and then just puree that up really nice.
Okay, why did you put that in there? Is that...
I like the tanginess.
Okay, guys, 45 minutes left. Chef Candice has replaced cheese sauce with a butternut squash puree. Will that turn out to be a winning or losing strategy? Meanwhile, Chef Govind is adding cauliflower and Greek yogurt to his recipe. The Fords could love it or they could freak him out. Now, we're going to go and take a break. But while we're gone, chew on this Better Eats pop quiz question. Here's the Better Eats pop quiz question. The calcium content of non-fat or low-fat milk is the same as whole milk. True or false? The answer is just around the bend when we return to Recipe Rehab. Welcome back to Recipe Rehab. Before the break, we asked you, the calcium content of non-fat or low-fat milk is the same as whole milk. True or false? If you said true, you're correct. The better choice for including calcium in your diet without the fat is 2 to 3 servings of low-fat or fat-free dairy products, rather than the full-fat dairy products. Now, let's get back to the kitchen and see what the chefs are up to.
Chef Candice and Chef Govind only have 30 minutes to firm up the Ford family's mac and cheese recipe. Chef Govind has replaced sour cream with non-fat Greek yogurt, and Chef Candice has replaced most of the cheese with butternut squash. Will that be enough to cut the calories without sacrificing any of the flavour? That's for the Fords to decide.
Okay, guys, we're actually at halfway. Candice, what are you doing?
The garlic is now infused. I threw 6 garlic cloves in there at the beginning.
No
It's
way.
not make-out mac and cheese, but it's certainly good
It'll
for
keep
the
the
kids.
vampires away.
Note that there is no butter and no oil in this recipe.
You're creating an illusion here.
We'll see if that's enough to edge out your competition.
I am so great at fooling people into thinking they're eating the full-fat version.
So, Chef Govind, you've just added brown elbow macaroni. Does that mean that's whole wheat?
That's whole wheat. You got it. It's for a little more fiber. It's definitely something a little different.
You've got a lot of whole wheat going on here. We've got the whole wheat in the crust, we've got whole wheat in the sauce, we've got whole wheat in the main starch.
We got cauliflower there. Yeah,
Cauliflower
it's
there.
all going to come together quite nicely.
That's like fiber-tastic. That looks wicked. You can taste the
bad.
garlic. Did you start the sauce or?
That was the sauce. We're going to add the puree.
We're gonna mix our hot puree, hot sauce in with our pre-cooked pasta, and then you're gonna top it off and throw it in the oven just to finish it off.
Correct.
That really looks like proper mac and cheese. But it actually has cauliflower in it.
And yeah, very, very little fat.
This is such a clever, clever way of doing it. Because doesn't it look like melted cheese?
You're not gonna tell the kids.
When it comes down to flavor, will the Ford family miss the cheese?
That's a great question because
Because they love, I mean, they've got 4 different types of cheese in their mac and cheese. 4.
I think that it's just a matter of making some clever swaps and better choices, and still, we will put cheese on. Don't, you know, be fooled. It's mac and cheese.
So the oven's at 350.
This goes in for about, I'd say, 20 minutes or so.
And right now you're doing your panko crust, right?
So what I put in here, if you can see, is chili flakes, fresh parsley, sea salt, regular panko, which is Japanese breadcrumbs.
Right.
And I have fresh garlic, which I'm just gonna mince up and put in there.
Then you've got using Gruyere cheese,
Yes.
full of flavor.
That's going to be our crust.
Can I just
So,
pick it
yeah.
up?
A little
That's
bit of
really
garlic,
lovely. Yeah.
paprika, parsley, and the whole wheat panko.
Very, very, very cool. So we've got the cheese nice and warm, gooey, and then you're gonna put this topping on.
Exactly. Then leave the foil off. That's set up real nicely.
Okay, so these are the
Like so.
whole wheat panko bread.
breadcrumbs, exactly. A little bit of olive oil.
Right.
Then we have chopped parsley.
Then did you put the olive oil on so they crisp up a little
Exactly.
bit more? Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
and a little bit of flavor as well.
We've got Chef Candice adding a little bit of cheese now to the top there, so it comes out browner and a little bit more flavorful. We've got 30 seconds left. Little few finishing touches. Three, 2, 1. Time's up, guys. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at your work, it looks brilliant. Now, when we come back, the Fords will have to cook everything you see here.
Butternut squash. For macaroni and cheese? Really?
And then they'll decide which chef has the better eats.
How's anything that's 356 calories gonna taste good?
You're not gonna wanna miss it. Welcome back to Recipe Rehab. Chef Candice and Chef Govind are attempting to be the Ford's escort on healthy eating. Now it's time for the Fords to test drive these dishes and see if they're as easy to make and as fun to eat as their original recipe. So let's see how they're doing.
Mom, look what we got. We got our Recipe Rehab box.
Really? Okay.
Yes. I'm gonna be on my own team, Mom, because I think I can handle this. You and Morgan can do.
Oh, so you want to be by yourself?
Yes.
Okay, Morgan, we can do our own. Let's see what's in these boxes
Yes,
here.
let's see.
Whole grain elbow?
Now, I've never tried using whole grain. I hope it tastes good. I don't know.
Chicken broth? Really?
We want chicken flavored macaroni,
Cauliflower? Are we making a salad?
cauliflower for real. I don't know about that.
Butternut squash. For macaroni and cheese? Really? Some more butternut squash. Oh my God. And some more.
How much do we need? Okay, let's go to bettereats.com so we can get our recipes. Well, these are some weird looking ingredients, girls,
it
but you know
is.
what? Let's get cooking. So, 2 cups of coarsely chopped cauliflower. Oh, and bettereats.com tells us cauliflower can fight various types of cancer and improve cardiovascular health. So,
Well, this might just be good.
we have diabetes and hypertension and those things run in our family, and we definitely don't want it to go over to the next generation. So we want to stop that now by choosing more healthier versions of what we've been eating.
The green recipe is really different from our macaroni and cheese because it uses a lot of thyme and different parsleys and very different vegetables that we don't usually use in macaroni and cheese. Simmer until the butternut squash is fork tender. The butternut squash I'm very worried about. I've never tried it before, so we're gonna see how it turns out.
I've never made my macaroni and cheese with any type of fresh ingredients. Everything is usually prepackaged for me, so this would be a little bit different.
We've been putting in really different stuff that we've never really used before.
It has onions and parsley and garlic. We're putting Greek yogurt in ours.
I put almond milk in mine.
Oh, we usually would have had whole milk, so that's totally different for us. Our family recipe is 865 calories for our macaroni and cheese.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
The green recipe has 356.
How's anything that's 356 calories gonna taste good?
I don't know, but it's starting to smell good in this kitchen, so we'll find out.
With our health issues in our family, this is definitely gonna be good for us.
Yeah, I can't wait to choose one.
Yeah, I can't wait to taste it. Yeah. And it says 2 tablespoons of non-dairy butter spread. And a half a teaspoon of paprika. Now, I've never seen cauliflower in macaroni and cheese, so this is gonna be interesting. But, you know, to my surprise, all the ingredients together smells delicious.
Yeah, it does.
So maybe the chef was on to something. Let's see.
So right now we're going to take this butternut squash and we're going to put it into the food processor. And I think they're going to be using this as a substitute for cheese because I don't have that much cheese in this recipe.
Well, the texture really looks like cheese.
Yes, it does.
Hopefully it'll taste like it. The yellow recipe had way more steps than the green. It wasn't hard to follow, but it was more time consuming. Between the yellow and the green, I believe that we would choose the yellow recipe. The texture looked more like cheese. 5 or 10 minutes, we can finally taste this macaroni and cheese. Oh my goodness, we've been waiting.
It's ready, and now we get to taste both of these healthy dishes, so I can't wait.
So girls, we're all done. It was really fun cooking together, wasn't it? Are you guys ready to try it?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's try the yellow recipe first.
It's really good.
I'll say that the creaminess of macaroni and cheese is here. Tastes really good. Might need just a little bit more flavoring.
I think it has a good flavor to it.
I don't know, but the texture's there.
But the texture is there, I'll give it that.
The blend of the crunch and the creaminess of it tastes good. Let's try the green recipe.
This is really good.
The texture is a little bit different, but this one has more flavor.
Yes.
I didn't think I was gonna like it.
Me either, because it didn't look like a traditional macaroni and cheese.
I could choose both of them because they have a lot of flavor.
I don't know. We have to eat some more. Well, these were both really good. The main thing is about us being healthy.
Yes.
We're definitely happy about exploring a healthy version of this macaroni and cheese. This is just the next step in us moving forward with a healthy lifestyle. I think I know which one I'm gonna choose.
I don't think I know. I know, because
I know which
they're
one I'm
both
choosing.
good, but I know which one I'm gonna choose.
There's-
Positive.
It looks like they're having a lot of fun with our chef's recipes. Now, do you think you've got the right stuff for rehabbing recipes? Make your way over to bettereats.com/recipe rehab and let us know. When we come back, the Fords will pick the winning recipe.
Me and my family love the taste.
Whose dish was the easiest and the cheesiest? Find out when we return to Recipe Rehab. Welcome back to Recipe Rehab. It's decision time. Betty Ford's family is addicted to her mac and cheese, but she knows it's in desperate need of a rehab. Our chefs did excellent work rehabbing the Ford's mac and cheese, but only one of them can be today's champion. Now, they're going to be judged on 3 categories. The Ford family will judge the dishes on taste and ease of preparation. Plus, the everyday health nutritionist will give each recipe a score for health. There's 10 points per category, so a perfect score of 30 is up for stakes. Chefs, are you ready to see the results?
Bring it.
Yeah? You ready? Feeling confident?
Ready.
Good, good, good. So let's take a look at how Chef Candice did.
Hi, chefs. Thank you so much for giving us 2 great healthy recipes. It was really fun cooking together. But now we need to tell you our favorite recipe. For the green recipe, me and my family loved the taste. As a family, we didn't think we were gonna like this dish very much because of the squash, but surprisingly we did. It was a great substitute for cheese because me and my family, we do love a lot of cheese, so we really loved this one. So we gave it a 10 out of 10.
Yes, very good.
For health, the everyday health nutrition expert gave it a 9 out of 10.
Now, the everyday health nutritionist gave you a 9 for lowering the calories and adding the healthy squash. They docked you 1 point for the carbs. How do you feel about that?
You know what? I think carbs are a good thing and you're allowed to indulge every now and then. So I'm totally okay with the 9.
Cool.
For ease, the green recipe was really easy. A kid can make it all by themselves because my sister did with no help. As a family, we're always running around, so we love to have a quick, easy, healthy meal. And this was super easy, so we gave it a 10 out of 10.
Super
easy. For the green recipe, that's a total of 29 points.
Chef Candice, you got a total score of 29. Okay, let's find out how the Fords thought that Chef Govind's yellow recipe did.
What we liked about the yellow was that the texture was really good. The pasta, it was whole grain. I've never had that before. I didn't think I was gonna like it, but it turned out to be really good. We loved the crunchy crumbs on the top, but we wished it had more. So for taste, we gave it an 8 out of 10. For health, the everyday health nutrition expert gave it a score of 8 out of 10.
For adding more veggies and whole wheat pasta, the everyday health nutritionist gave you an 8. The high carbs kept it from a 10, mate.
And for ease, it was really easy, except that it had a lot of steps to do, so we gave it a score of 9 out of 10. So for the yellow recipe, that's a total of 25 points. So that means the green recipe won.
That means that Chef Candice is your Recipe Rehab champion for the day.
Nice.
Okay.
29.
How do you feel about that?
Great, thank you.
Yeah? Are you happy with everything?
I like being the mac and cheese queen. It's a fun thing.
That's it. Now, if you're dying to get your hands on these mac and cheese recipes, they're available at bettereats.com/recipe rehab. Try them both and make sure you give us some feedback. And while you're there, you'll find even more rehab recipes, cooking tips and tricks. It's all at bettereats.com/recipe rehab. Thanks to our chefs and the Fords and all of you for joining us today. Come back next time for more fun in the kitchen on Recipe Rehab, and we'll see you soon.